Hey guys, my name is Allie, and tonight I'm just here to share a little bit about the power of spoken word and the power that it had in my life. I went to a giant conference in Kansas City a few weekends ago, and it was amazing. I heard spoken word for the very first time. I heard Katie Wersing and Andrea Gibson, and it rocked my socks. So even though I've never done spoken word before in my life, I went back to my room and I'm like, well, I'm just going to try and write spoken word for the first time sitting here in a hotel stairway. And so I did. And here is my attempt at it. I'm going to be talking about all of the emotions that I was experiencing because of the power that words had on me. And keep in mind through this whole thing that you are listening to someone who doesn't really like emotions. They don't like showing emotion, at least. So that probably would help you understand the context of why I think words are so powerful. And so here I go. I was sitting in a crowd surrounded by the souls and cheers and hears of thousands of breaths with thousands of depths. But out of those thousands of breaths with thousands of depths, my mind focused only on one thing, on those words being spoken into me by this stranger, this reflection of me standing on stage. And words and phrases jumped out at me, hitting a chord deep inside like a bow hits a beautifully low note on a cello. And I felt these bits and pieces, and in my mind I formed a thesis. These words being spoken to us, to me, into me, were none other than the words of my very own soul itself, previously silenced and smothered by the logical, yet malfunctioning thing, this machine called my mind. And these emotions, these feelings that demand to be felt, were silenced in shame, and my mind gave them no name in my life. And now they are lost to the depths because I gave them no breath to live. The feelings are the weeds in my perfect little lawn, the cracks in my freshly paved road that grow and spawn until others can finally see that something is wrong. And so I suppress them, these feelings that demand to be felt. And if people knew, if they had any clue that shifting quicksand, ready to engulf any living thing into the oppressive depths, killing all life from its smothering weight that allows no breath, lay beneath my perfectly smooth exterior, they would leave, no doubt. They would go, for who wants to save a sinking stone? And so my bubbly personality floats, while my soul sinks far below, along with those emotions long deemed unworthy to be spoken. But this relentless reflection standing on stage, this cursed speaker speaking right into my soul, to my name, threw a piercingly aimed dart, injecting me once more with those emotions long since banished from my heart. And as I feel these forbidden feelings flow through my veins, I tremble and shake at the power these emotions once held and that I previously felt, because the emotions shocked my system just like toes grown cold and numb that froze burn when dipped into a bucket of warm water, because this sudden injection of screaming warmth was too much of a shock on my system. Too much of a strain on my body, feeding its normal, cold logic to my brain. And these emotions that I speak of, these feelings, my feelings, long forgotten and unbeknownst to my long-lived numbness, were, in that room and on that stage, reawoken by those words that had been spoken. And because I heard these words spoken audibly, I could not ignore them like I can my own thoughts. They invaded my weak little mind, taunting, "Oh, hey, Allie, remember me? Remember all the struggles you've been trying to ignore so that you can function normally and feign happiness? Well, here I am. I am real and I'm being spoken back into your mind. You cannot ignore me. You cannot wisp me away like you can your own thoughts. Do not forget me. Do not forget your dark struggles." And these words, they not only made me feel again, but they made me remember. They made me remember how it felt, writhing in pain on the floor, so sure that I would never survive losing you. They made me remember how it felt being rejected by my straight-minded family because I loved you. And they made me remember how it felt, feeling that cold blade pressed against my skin, wondering if I had the strength within to press just a little deeper. And these reawoken emotions screamed, "Let me be and feel me." And they screamed, "Feel me," with such force that finally one silent raindrop fell from my eye and slid down my cheek, for all but none to see but me. And all of this felt and experienced and lived in just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds by this stone cold bitch. And all because of the incredible power of words.